Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hillary Hill. Thank you for joining me. Hey, before you click away, why don't you click subscribe or follow, whichever it says right there. I can never remember. Give it a like or a thumbs up or a plus sign. I need to get on top of what it looks like down below. But anyway, let me get into it. This is an update for Arizona. All right, Arizona Ballot Integrity Project seeks to prevent voter fraud. Yes, you heard me say it, voter fraud. Arizona State Rep Mark Fincham believes that election ballots should be just as secure as U.S. currency to ensure confidence in the system and prevent fraud. To that end, the Republican candidate for Secretary of State is spearheading the Arizona Ballot Integrity Project to replace the state's traditional election paper ballots with virtually foolproof ballots complete with watermarks, ballot identification numbers, QR codes, and embedded holograms. Fincham said there is no ballot integrity initiative anywhere else in the country at the moment, but in his travels, he's encountered a high level of bipartisan interest. Ballot integrity, a critical part of the election process, relies on fraud countermeasures to keep the fakes out of the system, Fincham said in a 3-minute video announcing the project. Election integrity more broadly relies on full spectrum transparency. We can have full spectrum transparency by making every ballot image a public record, available to everyone all the time. Putting sunshine on something is a great disinfectant, and there is no reason not to do this. Fincham said the U.S. Treasury relies on currency-grade fraud countermeasures to prevent counterfeiting. He said Arizona's election ballots should be no less secure and hard to fake or duplicate. The object is to create a defined universe of ballots as opposed to the Wild West of mail-in ballots during the 2020 presidential election, Fincham told the Epoch Times. While the concept of ballot countermeasures is Fincham's idea, the execution will be done by Authentication Solutions, the Texas-based firm Fincham contacted to design and implement a secure ballot system for Arizona. I think the more important issue is that we will be able to produce ballots that have the countermeasures and prevent bleed-through of ballots, Fincham said. At present, there are about 4 million voters in Arizona. According to the Office of Secretary of State Katie Hobbs, roughly half of the ballots cast in the 2020 election were in Maricopa County, the state's most populous county. The ballots are currently undergoing a third recount as part of a state Senate-led forensic audit of the November election. Under the secure ballot system, we'll come close to making the forensic audit obsolete. While each ballot costs about a nickel to produce, the ballots by Authentics will cost 25 cents each to produce, with a slew of safeguards, Fincham added. The Arizona legislature has set aside $12 million in a trust in this year's budget to print 60 million secure ballots for use in the future elections. This article goes on a little bit more. Let's see. Bear with me. Okay, so then it goes on in saying, we are reviewing the legislation and working with our ballot manufacturing, printing, and tabulation vendors to determine feasibility, cost, risks, and benefits. After this analysis is complete, we will make a decision on if we will implement any of the counterfeit security measures. Okay. So Fincham then said that the ballots would be printed using a secure microprint on a special paper stock to prevent ink bleed through. Each secure ballot would contain its own unique voter number and barcode, a holographic watermark visible under ultraviolet light, and a translucent ballot hologram built into the watermark, he said. Any ballot not having the watermark would be set aside as potentially fraudulent. The ballot number would also enable voters to track their ballots online anonymously to make sure their votes count and are properly in the system. Sorry, I wanted to read through that because those are the logistics, and I know some of you guys would have the questions like, okay, how, if we're spending so much more money, how will this benefit us? You know, like, what's the difference? So I wanted to read through those little logistics to let you guys know what they're doing to safeguard these new ballots and how these ballots are going to be more useful in the future. But let me know your thoughts, all right? There's a little bit of an Arizona update. They're still going through with their third check. I mean, their third count. It's craziness. This is just going on and on and on and on and on. I don't know if anything's actually going to come of it, just because the longer it takes, the more things that, you know, are going to fall through the cracks. And I mean, you can see it both ways. Either they're doing that, or the longer it takes, they're finding more, and they're, you know, recording and writing it all up, and they want to, you know, make sure that they have everything locked and loaded before they reveal anything. I totally understand both sides. I know where you guys are coming from. I know your frustrations. I feel them too. But this is also another good, hopefully they can come through, pull through, they will agree, and watermarked ballots. That could be, you know, the future. That could be awesome, right? Let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear it. Okay, take care, everyone. I have a couple links down below if you'd like to check those out. Besides that, I'll be back later with more updates. All right, take care. Bye.